Hello there. Welcome to today's session of the ISO 9001 2015 Clause Explainer. Today we'll be looking at Clause 5. Clause 5 talks about leadership. Now, the objectives of this clause is to understand the purpose and benefits of leadership, understand leadership and commitment, the quality policy and its purpose, then roles and responsibilities. Clause 5.1 talks about leadership and commitment. When we say leadership in quality management system, leadership refers to top management. Top management is a team of directors, the CEO, managing director, and general manager. So, according to clause 5.1, top management is expected to be accountable for quality management system effectiveness. Top management is expected to establish quality policy and objectives that are compatible with the context and strategic direction of the organization. Top management is expected to integrate the quality management system into the business processes, promote use of process approach and risk-based thinking, ensure availability of resources, communicate internally regarding the quality management system effectiveness, engage, direct, and support personnel to contribute to the quality management system effectiveness. And finally, promotes improvement. Improvement is based on process level management, process owner to demonstrate leadership in all aspects. Now let's look at what the ISO 9001 2015 standard says about clause 5.1. It says that top management shall demonstrate leadership and commitment with respect to the quality management system by taking accountability for the effectiveness of the quality management system, ensuring that the quality policy and quality objectives are established for the quality management system and are compatible with the context and strategic direction of the organization, ensuring the integration of the quality management system requirements into the organization's business processes, promoting the use of the process approach and risk-based thinking, and ensuring that the resources needed for the quality management system effectiveness are made available. 5.1.2 talks about customer focus. It is important to understand the customer requirements that are specific to process, understand applicable statutory and regulatory requirements, plan processes to meet requirements, satisfy internal and external customers, determine risks and opportunities that can affect conformity of products and services, then focus on enhancing customer satisfaction. Customer focus is the core of the business. It's the driving force behind every business. So the bedrock of quality management system is satisfying the customer. And when your customer is satisfied, you will remain in business. In understanding customer focus, let's look at the first principle of the quality management system. Remember, the quality management system has 7 core principles, and the first principle is customer focus. Organizations depend on their customers. Therefore, it is important to understand their current and future needs in order to consistently meet and exceed their expectations. How to win an argument with a customer? Customer is always right. When you do not argue with your customer, you have a better chance of getting to understand what the customer's complaints, grievance, or communication is all about. Now, let's look at what the standard says about that. The standard says that top management shall demonstrate leadership and commitment with respect to customer focus by ensuring that customer and applicable statutory and regulatory requirements are determined, understood, and consistently met. The risk and opportunities that we talked about in clause 4 can affect conformity of products and services and the ability to enhance customer satisfaction are determined and addressed. The focus on enhancing customer satisfaction is maintained. Now, if you have not looked at the clause 4 explainer, this is the time you quickly go back to the clause 4 explainer, look at the benefits and the instructions of clause 4, and then you come back to this um, explainer to continue. Moving on, let's look at clause 5.2. 5.2 talks about policy. The quality policy is one of the primary documents that supports the implementation of the quality management system. The quality policy contents must be appropriate to purpose and context of the organization and its strategic direction, and it must be able to set a framework for implementing quality, setting quality objectives and implementing quality objectives. And most importantly, it must include a commitment to satisfy applicable requirements and continual improvement of the quality management system. Now, if you're watching this, quickly take a look at the quality policy of your organization. If there's no commitment to satisfy the applicable requirements of the ISO 9001 2015 included in your policy as a clause, then your policy needs to be reviewed. Okay, so do that review, ensure that it's in line with the requirements of ISO 9001, and then you have a quality policy. And once you have the quality policy, the next thing you need to do is to communicate the quality policy. The quality policy must be maintained as a documented information, and it must be made easily available within the organization and also to relevant interested parties. It must be understood and applied within the organization. When I say communicate, most organizations have their quality policy framed and you know placed in a strategic location where everyone who comes into the facility, including staff, are able to see the quality policy at once and read it to understand what it says. Others may just put a quality policy on the notice board. The most important thing is that your quality policy is adequately communicated, understood, and applied throughout the organization. Let's look at what the standard says about establishing the quality policy. Top management shall establish, implement, and maintain a quality policy that is appropriate to the purpose and context of the organization and support its strategic direction. Provides a framework for setting quality objectives, includes a commitment to satisfy applicable requirements, includes a commitment to continual improvement of the quality management system. Right. Moving on, let's look at clause 5.3. Talks about organizational roles, responsibilities, and authorities, or what you would commonly call the organogram. It is very important that the top management assigns responsibilities and authorities for ensuring the implementation and effectiveness of the quality management system in conformance to the ISO 9001 2015 standard. Top management should ensure that processes are delivering its intended outputs, reporting on performance of the quality management system and opportunities for improvement, ensuring promotion of customer focus throughout the organization, ensuring integrity of quality management system while planning and implementing changes. Now, one of the roles that was important in the previous standard, I'm talking about the ISO 2008 version, was that there should be a management representative who drives the implementation of the quality management system. But with the 2015 standard, this requirement is no longer a compulsory requirement. Instead, every process owner should be made responsible for the implementation of the quality management system in their processes. Right? Top management is expected to ensure that these responsibilities are relevant to the roles that have been assigned, and then these responsibilities are communicated within the organization. This is talking about the job description. Every personnel that has been assigned responsibilities ought to be given a job description that details how the job should be done. And when the job description has been detailed, then it is also necessary to have the process procedure, right? Talks about ensuring that the processes are delivering their intended outputs, and then reporting of performance. Okay, reporting on the performance of the quality management system and on opportunities for improvement, as contained in clause 10.1. We have not gotten to clause 10.1 right now, but if you stick around, we would treat clause 10.1 very soon. So, in particular, top management needs to ensure promotion of customer focus throughout the organization, ensuring the integrity of the quality management system. If you have any questions regarding Clause 5 and its implementation, drop your questions in the comment section below. If you need to be certified in the ISO 9001 quality management system, reach out to us, send us an email. Until the next clause explainer series, it's bye for now from me to you. Thank you for sticking around and learning some ISO. Bye bye.